explain the doctrine of environmental Kuznets curve. How does the sound environmental regulations shift the curve? This is the entire question. Let's try to solve it. So let's draw this U-shaped environmental Kuznets curve at first, then I will explain. So here this in the y-axis we will take environmental degradation, and in x-axis we will take per capita income, and the curve will look like this inverted U shape. Okay, so now let's explain. So the environmental Kuznets curve, or EKC, we will mention it as EKC, the environmental Kuznets curve, is a hypothesized relationship between the economic growth and environmental degradation. This is a relation between economic growth and environmental degradation. Okay, so this EKC postulates that the relationship between environmental quality and economic development follows as an inverted U-shaped curve, and so this relationship is based on inverted U-shaped. So when environmental degradation initially increases with economic growth, but eventually, so environmental degradation eventually increases with economic growth. Then, after a certain point, it will eventually starts decreasing with the economic growth when it reaches its certain threshold point. So this is the explanation of this curve and the theory. So as economic growth initially occurs, the level of pollution, environmental degradation also increases. So this is shown in this upward sloping region. Upward sloping region. So that what does it mean? That as economic growth increase initially, level of pollution increase. But after that level, the environmental degradation begins to decline due to the increased awareness and technological advancement. But after this point, as growth increase, the environmental degradation decrease because of technology increase and awareness also increases. So this represented by the downward sloping portion of the curve. This is represented by the downward sloping portion of the curve. Okay, so then I am coming to the second part of the question, that how does this sound environmental regulations shift the curve? Okay, so the sound environmental regulation can shift the EKC to the left, indicating that the same level of environmental quality can be achieved at lower levels of income. So this second part is sound environmental curve will shift EKC to the left, which shows that environmental quality can be achieved in a lower level of income also. Okay, so as can be seen, the EKC that we can show here that if we take this as EKC1, then this EKC2 curve can shift the lightward with the implementation of sound environmental regulation. This shift is beneficial as it allows for economic growth and environmental protection to occur simultaneously. So the EKC is definitely a useful framework for understanding the relationship between the economic growth and environment. However, the validity of EKC has been subject to much debate and scrutiny. So the validation of the theory should be judged. So here, some argue that the EKC is too simplistic model. EKC is too simplistic relationship, and it does not and does not take into account the complexities of environmental degradation and economic development. And other also argues that EKC is too optimistic, and the environmental degradation may continue to increase even at high levels of economic development. And some of them think that it is too optimistic. So in spite of some criticism, the EKC or the environmental boosted curve has a significant effect in the theory of economics. Thank you.